All right, folks, we're a little early here. The Jefferson game got done early on the other diamond, so I figure I'm gonna start here. They're gonna start early too, so we've got Waterloo against Jefferson Muse Studio. Waterloo coming into the game here 3-0. Jefferson Muse Studio, from what I've been told, is 2-1. Their only loss was to the Deerfield, the Bank of Deerfield team. So we are in the last game of the tournament here. I don't know how they're going to quite figure it out. I assume it's wins first and then run differential or most runs or something like that. Waterloo has scored 38 runs total through 3 games, and they've given up 8. So same umpire for the last game is the umpire for this game, and we will be underway here with the first pitch. Strike 1. Strike 2. Just high. So once again, this is the last game of the NL tournament for Waterloo. Strike 3. First batter strikes out for Jefferson. Anybody wondering, this game is starting a little bit early. The other game that Jefferson just played, strike 1, was also finished early, so they just kind of came over to this diamond. They were already warm, we were already warm, so tournament director decided to start early. Strike 2. So that just gives us more time to pack up and get home, which is a whopping 20 minutes, but strike 3. So, third batter of the inning for Jefferson. Strike 1. Ball outside. A little bit of different delivery on that pitch. It was almost like he didn't look at the batter before he threw it. A little different. There's strike 2. Took a little something off that one. And sit down. Strike 3. He wasted no time. 11 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. Yeah. I would say he's probably the best pitcher in the Eastern Suburban Youth Baseball League. Very efficient. In fact, so far this tournament, I have been keeping stats. He's only given up 1 hit, and including, he's only pitched in 3 games. He's given up 1 hit, and through these 3 strikeouts, he struck out 12 batters so far. So, very efficient. 1 game he did not pitch. He has not walked a batter. Yeah. If I had to give an MVP to the tournament, I think it would be the Waterloo starting pitcher in this game, based on his efficiency alone. So, I think, as I talked about earlier in the previous game, but I'm going to bring it up here again, these 2 teams have met previously already in league play. It was in Jefferson, and Waterloo won 12-3, I believe the score was. That was the first time Waterloo was down in a game. I think they were down 1-0. So, Waterloo has been down another game already. Not in this tournament at all, but yeah, good group of kids on this Waterloo AmFam team. They play together, they talk, they share, they encourage. Just the camaraderie on this team is just it's top notch, and it starts from the top down. Their coaches, they set the tone for this whole entire attitude that this Waterloo American Family team has. So we have a leadoff batter here for Waterloo AmFam. Ball one. That's okay. Wasn't your pitch. 1-1. 1-1 to the Waterloo batter. And there's a line shot over here to left field for a single. Oh, gets by the batter. Gets by the fielder, excuse me. And he will go into second with a stand-up double. We are not going to count an error on that one. We will give him the double. So, leadoff runner aboard for Waterloo. That's pretty much been their modus operandi for this entire tournament, which has really let them to score 38 runs through 3 games. So, 18 in their first game last night, and then 8 in the first game today, and then they just scored 12 here in the game just before this. There's a ground ball right to second base, but behind the runner again, and the runner advances to third on the ground out. So, batter does his job. Maybe doesn't get a hit, but moves the runner forward. And ball high. Ball low. Ball high again. 3-0. He's got to bring it this time. I'm guessing that there's no green light on this one, especially when your cleanup hitter's coming up. But you never know. Nope, ball 4. Ball gets away from the catcher, but no advance by the runner on third. So, 2 runners on for Waterloo here in the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. Ooh, swinging. Foul tip. And fouled back again. Straight back. He's on it. Oh, and 2 to the batter. Cleanup batter for Waterloo. And he reached out and got this one. And again, nice catch by the center fielder. But that will plate a run for Waterloo. Stellar catch there by the center fielder. That was a carbon copy of the last game against Deerfield Nichols Electric. And that will be, we're going to call that a hit. That was a hard ground ball. Runners on first and second with 2 outs for Waterloo. And we have a double steal here in advance. Ground ball could score a run, possibly 2. Ball inside. And swing and a miss. So I'm going to show you just how far the last 2 putouts by the well, not last 2 putouts, but the fly balls that the Waterloo cleanup hitter had. Oh, that's a strikeout. So Waterloo plates are on 1-0 here through 1 inning. So as promised, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to move my camera over here sideways, and here is where the ball landed. Well, the fielder actually caught it and had to go up against the fence. But if you look up here, if I give you a chance to look up, we have power lines that go over top of the field. They're actually in play. And I did not find out what the local rule on that is, that if the power lines are hit, is that a ground rule double or what is that? I will tell you that I think in the first game, when the Waterloo batter flew out, it was not, it might have landed just short of the power lines, but this last hit, it went through the power lines. So I don't know what the rule is on that, but regardless, it was an out. Both this game and the previous game, it was great catches by the outfielders. I could use one. I could use one. Oh, there you go. I was just talking to the pitcher's mom, who was heading back to the vehicle with their wagon. I'm gonna load up some adult beverages. Damn nice of them to do that and bring some back, and I may actually have scored one when she comes back. So your announcer gets thirsty too, folks. So once again, top of the second here, 1-1, or 1-0 Waterloo. Strike one. Ooh, took a little something off, but ended up outside. 1-1. And the first ball that got hit. Ooh, safe at second. So the first contact was almost caught by the second baseman there, going out into the outfield, but just outside of his outstretched glove with a diving attempt. So Jefferson starts out with a runner on second and nobody out. Only the second hit given up by this Waterloo pitcher in the tournament, and fouled straight back. Ball high. fall back. Shadows are getting long here at Deerfield Park, obviously getting closer to sunset, probably within a couple of hours. Days are starting to get shorter after the summer solstice on June 22nd. Ball outside. Little do you know, when you come to the broadcasting arena, you learn meteorology as well as astronomy. Ooh, ball inside. As well as maybe a little bit of baseball. So, I believe we're at a full count here. That is strike 3. So, 1 out. Brings up the 6th batter in the Jefferson lineup. Swing and a miss. Ooh, low. Runner will advance to third on the wild pitch. That runner on third is critical for Jefferson. Ooh, ball high. So runner on third for Jefferson. Waterloo up 1-0 here in the top of the second. And safe at home. Be an unearned run against the pitcher. That is a tie game now, 1-1. And there's a strike there. And swing and a miss. 2 outs now for Jefferson with a run in. Swing and a miss. High. And right on cue, folks, I was able to commandeer a beverage from the pitcher's mother. I appreciate it. Hey, you know what, folks? Maybe because I called him the MVP of the tournament, I was able to score this one. I don't know. Strike 3. So, just one small blemish here on the Waterloo pitcher. He has struck out the side both innings, but unfortunately allowed a double and 2 wild pitches that allow him to advance. The runner advances to home. So after an inning and a half, we are sitting here at 1-1. Waterloo coming up, and we'll be sending 7, 8, and 9 batters of their lineup to the plate. So once again, there's just this game and then one more game that's going on the other field right now. Deerfield Nichols against McFarland. So these are the last 2 games of the tournament. This field that we are currently playing on does not have lights. The other one does. Not that lights are going to matter tonight, because we should be done in plenty of time before then. Time limit is 85 minutes on these games. I don't see anybody keeping score here for the scoreboard. They may have put the numbers away. possibly because there's no Deerfield team playing on this field. I don't know. I'm looking to see if the scoreboard in the other field is working. I think it's behind the utility closet or something. That's, you can actually see it in pretty much almost in the center of the screen with the brown roof and the tan/yellow siding. I think that's where the scoreboard is located on the other diamond behind that. Swing and a miss. 1-on-1 on the 7th batter in the Waterloo lineup. And grounder straight up the middle. Hits right off the bag and was misplayed. And he's safe at second. That is a hustle play by the Waterloo runner. That ball was a grounder that hit straight off the plate and bounced straight in the air. The outfielders had to come in to play that ball, and unfortunately were not able to corral it in time to get it to second base before the runner was able to get to second. So there's another advance by the runner to third on a wild pitch, and he will score on the ball that goes awry. So let's just say he did that pretty much all on his own to give Waterloo a 2-1 lead. Hustle play on 2 consecutive pitches for the number 7 batter in the Waterloo lineup. Swing and a miss has given them the lead 2-1. Ball outside. And just foul. That was a nice swing by the Waterloo batter. Okay, this is what I like about this team too, that you got some of the younger players that are at the lower side of the lineup, but you've got the older kids that are a grade ahead of them that are encouraging them. That can only help boost confidence when you've got kids that are older than you encouraging you. So well, that ball bounced over the dugout on the other diamond. I've never seen that today yet. It was a one hop on the blacktop over the dugout and straight back. He is on the ball. With every swing, he gains a little bit more confidence, especially with his teammates cheering him on here. And ball high. He has worked it full. No, he walked. He walked. That is a heck of an at-bat. I am going to have to talk to him after the game and be another encourager for him. That was exceptional. At this level, being able to foul off pitches and take pitches when they're outside or when they're high. That was incredible. So we have a runner on second now with the wild pitch and swing and a miss. Ball low. 2-1 here on the Waterloo 9th batter in the lineup. We go 9, 10, 11, and then back to the top of the order. 1 run in the inning. Waterloo ahead 2-1. Ball outside. And swing and a miss. That's all right. Big cut. 3-2. Full count. Ball high. And he walks. Can you hear the excitement in the team? The encouragement there. The screaming of how they're so happy that he got on base. It's just, I love this team just for that reason. It doesn't have to be just because my son's on the team. Ball outside, and the runners will advance to second and third on the wild pitch. Still nobody out. Ball outside. And big swing. Bluff move home by the runner on third. Ball low. Working the count. Making this pitcher work in his second inning of work. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. You know what? I'd prefer to see a kid go down swinging like that as opposed to just letting the ball go past him. You never know. Ball outside. You never know what might happen. I mean, you might make solid contact and get an inside the park home run. You know, if it's close like that, 3-2, you got to protect. And it was close enough, and he felt the need to swing, and he may not have touched it. There's a pop fly to center field. Is it going to be caught? It is caught. We have a tag up at third, and the runner will score. Sac fly. RBI by the last batter in the Waterloo lineup brings the score 3-1. Top of the order coming up now for Waterloo. And fouled straight back. He's got a quick bat, not just quick feet. Ball outside. Good eye. Okay, strike 2. He saw it. Was not his pitch. So we only have 1 out this inning on that fly ball by the last batter. But he drove in a run. Ball low. And he is going to third, and he will make it in there standing. Nice aggressive running. 2-2. line shot up the middle. That will play to run, and he will stop at first. That's another run for Waterloo. They are now up 4-1 with only one out. I thoroughly expect this runner, the runner on first, to be on second here within 2 pitches. And nice little bloop to second base, and it's caught for the 3rd out. But Waterloo plates 3 runs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. That brings the total to Waterloo 4, Jefferson Muse Studio 1. We'll have a pitching change here for Waterloo. As in league play, you are allowed 2 consecutive innings to pitch. Close the book on the starting pitcher for Waterloo. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, run which was unearned. That hit was a double that he gave up. Was able to score on 2 wild pitches or passed balls. I can't tell which because I'm this far away. So I know normally in Waterloo I'm able to broadcast from center field. That fence is a lot shorter than the ones here. The ones here are probably 8 to 9 feet tall, and I don't know if I'd be able to shoot through the chain link or not, but if I were to try to shoot from center field today, at least in this game and even the last game, I would be partially in the dog park, and I don't need to deal with that. So I've filmed from third base, first base, a couple of games in this tournament, so unfortunately the angle is not always the best, but at least we are able to bring you baseball. There's strike, ball 1 in the top of the 3rd. And a strike 1. This pitcher's working quick. He's working quick with a lead. And another strike, strike 2. Took a little something off that one. And we are 1-2. And fouled back. Big bang off the stands over there on the first diamond, the south diamond, I should say. We are on the north diamond. And sit down. That is a strikeout. This pitcher just appears to be oozing confidence right now. He closed the game out. Strike 1. He closed the game out in the last inning, or last game. Pitched the last 2 innings and shut him down to only 1 run. And there's a ground ball, and that ball had eyes. Nice job, Oliver! Sorry, I had to encourage him. Sometimes those would get past him. And strike 1. So strike 2. He's not pulling any punches this inning. Ball high. Ball low. Good scoop by the catcher. Ball 3 over his head. Okay, I think he's going to take something off here just to get it in. And he did. Strike 3, took something off of it. Oh, man. I could tell. I could tell it was coming. Ooh, that must have just missed. This has got to be the top of the lineup. Ball low. Certainly looks like the top of the lineup. And strike 2-1. So we are in the top of the third. Waterloo still leading 4-1. Oh, ball low, just got past the catcher. The runner on first will advance to second. That's okay, and it was a walk anyway, so nothing hurt really. I tell you, I go to write down stats, and all of a sudden the first pitch is thrown, so I missed what even the first pitch was. So hopefully you can help me out. There's a nice strike. I'm assuming it's 1-1. I would have heard the strike call. And strike 3, sit down. So, he walked. He would walk, but struck out the side the rest of the way. So we are headed to the bottom of the third inning. Waterloo ahead 4-1. Waterloo will be sending batters 3, 4, and 5 to the plate against the number 2 pitcher for Jefferson. Once again, Waterloo 3-0 in the tournament right now. Jefferson Muse Studio, I believe, is 2-1. Their only loss was to Deerfield, Bank of Deerfield. All in all, this has been a great tournament just to watch. Not only just, again, getting back out among the fans, among new folks, and the camaraderie, the crowd reaction. I mean, I wish I would have broadcasted the American League Championship game in which Waterloo faced, one of the Waterloo teams faced a team from Lake Mills. Just the energy in that top of the 6th inning, that Waterloo was ahead 4-0 going into that game. They ended up winning 4-3, but ended up stranding the tie runner on third base for Lake Mills. Just a heck of a play by the Waterloo first baseman. It's a line shot down the first base line, and he stuck his glove out and caught it. And thanks, Uncle Greg. I'm going to answer that with the number 4. That's all. I've been in the sun all day, but I will not stop at 4. So, new pitcher for Jefferson Muse Studio, and opening pitch is a strike. And fouled straight back. 0-2 on the number 3 batter, who walked his first time up. Ball high. And grounder just foul. Stays alive at 1-2. Shadows are elongating all the way out to center field now for the 3 big oak trees. Off to my right. Ball low. He's run it full. 3-2. And hot smash to the pitcher. Oh, wow. What a defensive gem that was. Wow. Turns around and one hop into the glove, turns around, fires to first for the out. That was an amazing play. So this brings up the cleanup hitter for Waterloo, who flew out to the fence his first time up. And the outfield is just as deep this time. Ball outside. Pitch number 2 on its way, and down my direction. Strike 1. Ooh, strike 2. Ball high. 3-1. He's got to come with it. Ball low. Nope. I guess he ran it full. I think there was a strike earlier. Sorry. Full count here for the cleanup batter, Waterloo. And line shot past the shortstop. Nice scoop by the left fielder, and they will hold him to a single. So we've got 1 on here and 1 out. Brings up the 5th batter for Waterloo. Ball low. And gets past the catcher, and the runner will advance to second. So we got a duck on the pond here for the number 5 batter for Waterloo. And oh, that was a high pitch. he wanted it. He wanted it. 1-1 right now. Ooh, just outside. Good eye. Good eye. Ball low. 3-1. Ball high, ball 4. That will be a walk to the 5th batter in the Waterloo lineup. 1 out, runners on first and second. Brings up the 6th batter who struck out his first time up. And we have a double steal here. Runners on second and third. That actually was a smart play here. So you only got 1 out. Now you eliminate the double play. Ooh, swing and a miss. I tell you, today the Waterloo batters have not gotten cheated. They are aggressive, swinging at strikes. Ooh, just inside, almost hit him. Back to the fence, but no advance by the runners. 2-1, I believe the count is. Ball low, 3-1. Gets behind the catcher, but not far enough again to advance the runners. 4-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 out. Waterloo threatening again with runners on second and third. 3-1 count on the batter. And big swing. It's all right. You gotta. It was there in the wheelhouse. Now you gotta protect anything close. Outfield is awful deep for this hitter. And over his head. Oh, okay. Now it's nope. That I was gonna say it. I thought it was a walk. Brings up the 7th batter of the Waterloo lineup, who hit a shot off the second base. Grounder straight off the second base. Hustle play. Ended up on second base without a throw. he can do that this time, he's going to plate 2 runs easy. Ball outside. And shot to second base. Is he going to catch it? He will catch it. And now there's a tag to third from the runner at third to home. So we talk about an RBI for a pop out to the shortstop. It is what it is. If they're not paying attention, you can do that. So that brings the score to 5-1 now. Runners on first and second for Waterloo. 2 down. This runner walked his first time up. This batter walked his first time up and scored in the second inning. Ball high. Ooh. Strike called, but was not held by the catcher. And ground ball. Back to the pitcher. Is he going to make it out? Yes, he is. Nice scoop by the pitcher to throw to first for the putout. But Waterloo brings in another couple of runs here. So after 3, we are looking at Waterloo 5 and Jefferson 1. Once again, this is the last game of the tournament. There's another game going on in the other field, but this is the last game for Waterloo. Currently 3-0 in the play. 5 teams in the tournament. Everybody played everybody once, so they will break down the records after that. And if anybody goes undefeated, then they will win the title. And Waterloo is on the cusp of doing just that. They have won the first 3 games, outscoring opponents 38-8, and are leading right now 5-1. Again, great day at the ball field today. There is no wind right now. It is dead. And the sun is going behind the clouds, behind the canopy. I'm sitting in the shade here. Strike 1 for the first pitch of the 4th inning. Ball 1, 1-1. Strike 2. And strike 3. Ball low. This pitcher's working extremely fast for Waterloo. Fouled straight back, 1-1. He did this in the Deppy tournament, from what I recall, in one of those games. He gets the ball, the batter's in the batter's box. He's a Brett Suter. And nice scoop by the first baseman, takes it unassisted for the second out of the inning. Brent Suter-esque. Fast workers. Oh, that's a nice pitch. Ooh, that's a nice pitch. Even from back here, I mean, I'm sitting 250 feet away. That's a nice pitch. Ooh, just a little bit low. That's okay. Waste the pitch. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're still doing just fine. You're doing just fine. And ball high. 2-1. And ground shot up the middle. That will be a hit. Only the third hit for Jefferson this game. Three hits and a walk. And nice. Oh, not quite. Unfortunate. Well, fortunate for Waterloo that the runner from first did not advance on that throw back behind him. Oop. Came up bluffing a throw again, and the runner was back to first really quick. So 3-0, I think it is right now. I think he's pressing right now. He doesn't need to. He's got a 5-1 lead. Just hit the mitt. Ooh, did he call a strike on that? He must have. No, he didn't. I was like, he's still standing. I mean, I didn't see a strike call. So we got first and second here for Jefferson. Threatening here in the top of the fourth inning. Strike one. 2 down. Waterloo winning 5-1. Just a bit low. And that one's low as well. He appears to be overthrowing here just a little bit. Mowed down the side in the third inning. Just having a little bit of control problems here in the fourth, but that's okay. With a 5-1 lead. Ooh, that is a nice pitch. Sit down there. He strands the runners on first and second. And Waterloo does not give up any runs that inning. So the score after 3.5, we are at a 5-1 score for Waterloo. Waterloo will send batters 9, 10, and 11, and then the top of the order after that. So there will be a pitching change for Waterloo in the next half inning, but Jefferson can keep this same pitcher for his second inning of work today. Shadows are longer and longer today, extending all the way out now to right field. Very low sun in the west. So far, Waterloo pitchers, out of the 12 outs that have been recorded here in the 4 innings, 11 have been by the strikeout. Giving up 3 hits, 2 walks, and 1 run. The run was unearned on a couple of wild pitches / passed balls. So we will be back to baseball here with the next pitch home. Again, Waterloo sending 9, 10, and 11 up this inning. Strike one. Ball one. 1-1. Pitcher took a little something off that to get it in the strike zone, but was called a ball. And fouled back. Strike two. Ball low, 2-2. Ball high, 3-2. Sorry. Bumped it just a little bit. Full count. And ball is low. Take your base. That is the second walk for that batter this game. Brings up the number 10 batter who struck out his first time up. And wild pitch will advance the runner to second for Waterloo. Runner in scoring position with nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Waterloo leading 5-1. Another one back to the fence. And swing and a miss. And another, ooh, fouled it off. Stayed alive, I believe it's 2-2. Oh, some birds fighting in the trees behind me. May be able to hear that. Ooh, ball outside, inside. I couldn't tell from here. Full count. Ball outside. Seventh walk given up by the Jefferson pitchers. And ball high over his helmet. No advance by the runners of Waterloo. They stay on first and second. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Waterloo leading 5-1. That is a nice pitch. Must not have been the batter's pitch, but it was a nice pitch. Swing and a miss. And another swing and a miss. Batter strikes out. We are back to the top of the order with runners on first and second. Leadoff batter up. Ball is back to the fence. No advance. Oh, nice poke over the second baseman's head. I believe it's going to be just station to station. That is a single. Bases are loaded for the second hitter in the Waterloo lineup. Only one out. Ball high. And grounder is short, and he will throw to first for the out, but the runner scores. Another RBI. 2 out. Brings up the third runner for Waterloo. Runners on second and third. Ducks on the pond. Solid single to the outfield grass. Should plate 2. And that is a nice shot out to the outfield. And that will plate 2. Runner goes to second. He is heading for third. And he is in with a standing triple. So we have a cleanup batter up for Waterloo. Up 8-1 right now. That is going to fall for a hit. Brings up the 5th batter in the Waterloo lineup. Runner on first. 2 down. And fouled it back. Ball high. Ball outside, and the runner will advance to second on a steal. And fouled out of play. Off the scoreboard. And fouled out of play. Nope. Close to the fence, but not quite out of play. Ball high. And he walks. Runners on first and second. Ball low. And runners will advance to second and third on the wild pitch. Any hit to the outfield grass should score 2. Oh, ball. There's a strike. Strike 2. Ooh, swing and a miss. Strikes out for the second time in the game, but Waterloo scores another 3. Brings the score to 8 for Waterloo and 1 for Jefferson. So we'll be looking at a new pitcher here for Waterloo coming up here in the top of the 5th inning. I don't know who's coming out to pitch. It will be who? Both Waterloo number 3 and number 4 pitchers are standing out there. I don't know which one is going to be pitching. This is interesting. Who's pitching? It will be the number 3 pitcher. So pretty much right now, if they shut him down in this half inning and can score 1 run, the game will be over based on an 8-run rule after 5. If Waterloo would have scored 3 more runs last inning, the game would have been over 11-1. So we have it's got to be pretty close to the top of the order coming up for Jefferson, excuse me. Parking lot to the left of, to the right of me, excuse me, is beginning to clean out a little bit. I believe the other game on the other diamond is over already. Must have been a run rule. That game started after this game, and they are done already, so must be a run rule. And 1 pitch, 1 out, right back to the pitcher, a little bouncer. And 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Ball inside. Ball low, 2-0. Ball high, 3-0. There's a nice strike, 3-1. 3-1 on the batter. And strike 2. Out in front. From 3-0 to 3-2. There it is, strike 3. Brought him back from the depths of walking him to 3 balls to 3 straight strikes. So 2 down here in the top of the 5th already. And we've got a pop-up. Who's got it? Who's got it? Fair ball. And it's caught by the Waterloo first baseman. 1 inning pitched, 6, 7, 8 pitches. Pretty efficient for the Waterloo pitcher. So we are looking at 8-1 here in going into the bottom of the 5th. If the Waterloo can plate just 1 run, I believe it's going to be over. Waterloo will be sending who to the plate? 7, 8, 9, I believe. Yes, it is. So, number 7 batter in the Waterloo lineup. Earlier this game, he had a double and advanced home on 2 wild pitches. So we will see what happens here from a pitching perspective and a hitting perspective. 1 run, and the game would be over. Ooh, he got plunked for the 2nd time this game. I think it's in the wrist. I think he's hurting in the wrist. And the wrists are in the side. Where did he get hit? I think it was in the wrist, but again, I'm 250 feet away. I can't tell. So we got a runner on first. Fast runner. Could advance on a couple wild pitches and a steal, and he scores. The game's over. I don't know if they call it at that time or they have to wait till the end of the inning. And there's a little bit of pop-up. Foul ball over the Waterloo dugout. Eight to 1 Waterloo, bottom of the 8th inning. And ball's over his head, and we will advance to... He'll advance to 2nd, and then also on 3rd. So we have a runner on 3rd with nobody out. It is 8 to 1 Waterloo. Ooh, that looked like a good pitch. Must have just been a little bit outside. Another one a little bit outside. And he's safe. I believe that's the game right there. That should be the game. That's 8 runs. Is he going to call it? Or do we have to finish the inning? We might have to finish the inning. Must have to finish the half inning. his head. And that's a walk. Ball one. So Waterloo up 9-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I'm guessing this is probably the last inning. Ball outside. I don't believe this pitcher has thrown a strike yet. Ball outside. And way over his head to the fence. That is the 3rd walk for that batter this inning, or this game. He has scored the previous 2 times. Strike one. Ball high. 2-0. Strike one. 2-1. Ball high. 3-1. And strike 3. One out for Waterloo. Strike 1. Out ahead of the pitch. Over his head, 1-1. Ball outside. Runners will advance to 2nd and 3rd on a wild pitch. And fouled straight back. And fouled over the Waterloo dugout. And line shot down the right field line here. That will score a run with a stand-up double. Again, walks will kill you. That's 3 in a row that the number 9 batter in this game for Waterloo has walked 3 times and has come around to score every time. It brings up the top of the order here for Waterloo. Runner on 2nd with 1 out. And that is a line shot down the right field line. That is rolling all the way to the fence. Runner is on second. He is rounding and going to third. And he is going to stay at third. Brings the score to 11-1. They need to complete this inning because I believe then it becomes a run rule game. Ball low. Swing and a miss. And a little grounder to the pitcher. And he's out. And he's safe. Another RBI for the number 2 batter. Brings the score to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-1. Third batter coming up here for Waterloo. And a nice catch by the outfielder there for Jefferson. But I believe that is the run rule. And it should be 12-1. I'm not seeing anybody calling anything. No, they should not be batting. It's 12-1. That's run rule. That should be it. That is the game. So Waterloo comes into the Deerfield tournament, goes 4-0, and will be victorious, leaving this tournament. Closing out with a victory against Jefferson Muse Studio, 12-1. So we will see you probably Wednesday night when Waterloo plays another game at home. I don't know who they're playing, but thanks for joining me this weekend. Once again, Waterloo American Family should win the championship here, finishing 4-0 in the tournament with a convincing 12-1 victory over Jefferson Muse Studio. Thanks, and have a great night.